Good morning. Today our lesson will be about length and metric units. Please open your book, page 652. Open your notebook, a new page, write the day, the date, and the lesson title. Today you will be able to learn how to choose the most appropriate unit for length, measure length to the nearest centimeter and millimeter, convert between units of length. Now let's remember, how do we multiply 8 times 1000? We multiply 8 times 1, which is 8. Then we put the 0, so 8,000. 9 times 1 is 9, and then we put 2 zeros, which is 900. 15 times 10. 15 times 1 is 15. With 0, it's 150. Now here we multiply 2 times 1 is 2. With 2 zeros, which is 200. What units are used to measure length of metric system? The most important metric unit is meter. 1 meter is about the length of a baseball bat. Do you play baseball bat? This is the baseball bat. It's about 1 meter. Now, what items measured by meter? Of course, your height, a building height, a car length. So if I ask you, how tall are you? You're gonna tell me 140, 130, 150. So 1 meter and 50, 1 meter and 30, and so on. Centimeter. Centimeter is a part of a meter, and it's a part of your ruler. From 0 to 1, it's centimeter. Now, examples: the length of an ant, centimeter, the length of your pencil, the length of a shoe. Now, what about millimeter? Millimeter is the smallest unit ever. Do you see the dime? Imagine that the thickness of a dime is millimeter. Okay, what about the diameter of the dime? Diameter, which is this. What do we mean by diameter? This is the diameter. So the diameter of the dime is measured with what? Excellent, with centimeter. But we are talking about the thickness, small thickness. It's millimeter. What else do we measure with millimeter? Oh, nail, thickness, nail. Thickness of the window pane. Now, if I ask you about the length of the window, it's centimeter. The thickness of a window pane is millimeter. Kilometer, you should know, what is it? Kilometer, we used, it's about the length of 4 city blocks. What do we measure with kilometer? We measure the distance. Again, what do we measure with kilometer? We measure the distance between cities and the distance between countries. So, from Zarqa to Amman, we measured the distance by kilometer. From Madaba to Al-Kharak by kilometer, and so on. So, kilometer, we measured the distance between cities and countries by kilometer. Now, what's the suitable unit to measure the length of math book? Yes, what do you think? Centimeter, excellent. Height of a school building, excellent, meter. Thickness of a fingernail, thickness, not length, thickness. Yes, excellent, millimeter. Distance from Amman to Aqaba, of course, kilometer. Amazing. Now let's continue. Length refer to the distance from one point to another. When we want to change the units of length, we should know that the biggest unit of length is kilometer, then meter, then there is a length unit, but we don't use it usually in Jordan, which is decimeter, then centimeter, then millimeter. When we change from units, when we change units this year in grade 4, you're gonna learn how to change from big unit to small units. Just when we change from big units to small units, we use multiplication. From big to small, we use multiplication. So here, how to change from kilometer to meter, we multiply by 1,000. From meter to decimeter, 10. From decimeter to centimeter, 10. From centimeter to millimeter, another 10. Now, let's work out the first one. 2 kilometer equals how many meters? You're gonna come and look here. From kilometer to meter, we multiply by what? By 1,000. So we're gonna ask ourselves, what's the number that we already have? 2 times what? 1,000 equals 2,000. 2,000 what? 2,000 meter. So 2 kilometer is the same of 2,000 meter. Now, let's try this. From meter to decimeter. From meter to decimeter, what do we have? Here we have 10. So, the number that we have is 12 times 10, which will be 12 times 1 is 12, and we put the 0, 120. 120 decimeter. So, 12 meter equals 120 decimeter. Let's try this. 70 decimeter to centimeter. We look here, from decimeter to centimeter times 10. So what should we do? We should multiply 70 times 10. 7 times 1 is 7, and we put 2 zeros in front. So the answer will be what? Excellent, 700 centimeter. Now from centimeter to millimeter, yes, it's times 10. So 2 times 10, which will be 20. 20 what? 20 millimeter. Now, the question is, what if we have from meter to centimeter? What should we do? From meter, here from meter to centimeter, how many steps do we have? We have 2 steps. The first step from meter to decimeter, and then from decimeter to centimeter. So we have 10 and we have times 10. So we're gonna ask ourselves, 10 times 10, what is it? Excellent, it's 100. So if we want to go directly from meter to centimeter, we're gonna multiply directly by 100. So from meter to centimeter by 100. So what should we multiply with? 5 times 100, which is 500 centimeter. So 5 meter equals 500 centimeter. Did you see how easy? Now, what is the length to the nearest centimeter and to the nearest millimeter? When we want to measure a length of something, we use a ruler. So if we want to measure the length of your pencil, we're gonna measure using a ruler. Here, it's 9 centimeter. If I ask you what is to the nearest millimeter, you're gonna say that 9 times 10 is 90, because every 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeter. So 9 centimeter or 90 millimeter. And I want you to notice something. Look, between every 2 numbers on the ruler, there are 10 lines. Where are they? We start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This small distance, let me show you. This distance is the millimeter. This is millimeter. This is millimeter. So if you forget how to multiply 9 by 10, just what should you do is, you're gonna say to yourself, From 0 to 1, 10 millimeter, 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So the answer is 90 millimeter. Did you see how easy? Now, what if we have this? Now, we have this line. I want you to notice something. Most of your rulers has two parts. The first part, which is centimeter like this, and the second part is inch. So when you measure using your ruler, please make sure that you are measuring using the centimeter side. The second point is, in your ruler also, you're gonna notice that there is a space over here. Don't put the edge of the ruler on the line. No, you should put 0 on the line exactly. So as you see here, I can't put the line from here. Yani if I want to measure, look, if I want to measure, for example, this line, can I put the line starting from here? No, I can't, because this is the edge of the ruler. It's not the edge of the 0, so it's incorrect. If I want to measure a line, for example, this is the yellow line. Here it is. What's the measure of it? It's 10, because I started from 0. It ends with 10, so it's 10 centimeters. Now, what about this blue one? Blue one. The blue line, as you see, we started from 0 and it ends between 23 and 24, but it's closer to 24. So it's about, estimation, about 24 centimeter. When we want to change from 24 centimeter to millimeter, what should we do? This should be millimeter. So this is millimeter. When we want to change from centimeter to millimeter, what we will have? We will have to multiply by 10. So the answer is 240 millimeter. Now, what about this? Sorry for this. I'm going to fix it. Now, what about this? Look, we put the line over here from 0 to between 13 and 14, which is closer to 14. Look, now it's gonna be 14. And according to the millimeter, this is millimeter also. Here, it's millimeter. It will be how many? It will be 140 millimeter. So we should multiply by 10. Now, let's try measure this. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna draw here a line. Oh, it's not. Here a line. This line, it should start with 0 and, for example, ends here. So it's 18 centimeter. 18 centimeter. If we want to skip counting, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. So if you forget how to multiply by 10, just skip counting by 10. Now, who wants to try to do these? These are from your books. Open your notebook and try to do them. Choose the most appropriate, which is suitable unit to measure the length of a fire truck, length of an airplane ride, width of a kernel of corn, length of a shoe, height of a tree. Check your answer. The first one is meter, of course. Length of an airplane ride, what do you think? Of course, kilometer. Width of a kernel of corn, it's width, millimeter. Length of a shoe, of course, centimeter. Height of a tree, yes, it's meter. Amazing. Now find each missing number. 1 meter equals how many centimeter? What do we do? Excellent. We're gonna multiply by, who remembers? By 100. So 1 times 100, which is 100 centimeter. Excellent. Kilometer to meter, who remembers? We're gonna multiply by, yes, I'm sure that you remember, by 1,000. So the answer is 1,000 because the number here is 1. And from centimeter to millimeter, we should multiply by also 10. 1 times 10 is 10. Excellent. Now, it's time for your homework. I'm going to show you again how to open your homework. If you have a PowerPoint and you are opening it like this, slideshow, it's very easy. Just you're going to click on it. Now, if it doesn't work like this, can you see it doesn't work? What should we do? We should, okay, now if we click like this, if you have hand, it means that you can click on it, especially if you are opening slideshow. So you're gonna click like this, and you're gonna see that it's opened like this. So you're gonna write your name, choose the section, and solve. Now, if you don't have a hand, it means that that you are not opening it on slideshow. So what you're gonna do is just highlight the link like this, right click to the right, copy, then please go to a page that you have on Google, just put right click, paste, and enter. You will have this online homework again. Write your name and submit it. Is it clear how we should solve? If you have any question, just send me a message. Have a nice day and thank you so much for watching.